Let's get right into it. Number 10. Why we sleep. Every single night, you willingly paralyze yourself, hallucinate vividly, and lose consciousness for hours, and scientists have no idea why. We know what happens when we sleep. Our brain goes through stages, muscles repair, memories get sorted, but nobody knows why we need it. From an evolutionary standpoint, sleep makes zero sense. You're playing dead for 8 hours, completely vulnerable to predators. Yet every complex animal on Earth does it. Dolphins sleep with half their brain at a time because they need it so badly. Stay awake too long and your brain malfunctions. You'll see things that aren't there, your thoughts get jumbled, and eventually you die. The longest anyone stayed awake was 11 days. They nearly lost their mind. Scientists have kept rats awake until they died. They've studied people who can't sleep. They don't live long. They've tried creating animals that don't need sleep through genetic engineering. Nothing works. Some scientists think it's for memory consolidation. Others think it's to clear toxic waste from our brains. But jellyfish don't have brains. They sleep too. You'll spend 1/3 of your life doing it. Number 9. The eel's vanishing act. Imagine you're an eel living your best life in a European river. You've been there for like 20 years just chilling, eating small fish. Then one day, something in your brain just clicks. You stop eating, your eyes get huge, and your body turns silver like you're getting ready for some underwater disco party. You're about to join the weirdest disappearing act in nature. Every European eel, at some point in their life, decides to peace out and swim to the Sargasso Sea. That's somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean near Bermuda. It's like if every person in New York suddenly decided to walk to Vegas, except these eels are swimming 4,000 miles. Nobody has ever witnessed what these eels do when they get there. Scientists have tried following them with tracking devices, but the eels are like, "Nah, we're good," and just vanish. They've never found a single adult eel in the Sargasso Sea, not one. It's like they hit some underwater invisibility cloak. Months later, tiny baby eels start showing up back in Europe. Millions of them. These little guys are totally transparent, like living glass noodles. We know the adult eels must be doing something in that mystery spot, but how they find this exact place in the massive ocean, what they do there, and why they picked this spot is a total mystery. Scientists have been trying to crack this case since Aristotle. Yeah, that Aristotle. He thought eels spontaneously generated from mud because he couldn't figure out where they came from. Even today, with all our fancy tracking devices and underwater cameras, these slippery customers are keeping their secrets. Number 8. The unsolvable riddle of turbulence. That swirly pattern when you stir your coffee, or how smoke dances up from a candle, that's turbulence, and it's one of the biggest puzzles in physics. We can land robots on Mars, build quantum computers, and edit genes, but we still can't fully explain why your coffee swirls the way it does. It's one of physics' biggest embarrassments. Turbulence is everywhere. It's in ocean currents, weather patterns, blood flowing through your veins, and even in the gas clouds around black holes. But trying to predict exactly how turbulence will behave is like trying to predict where every single popcorn kernel will land. Chaos at its finest. Tiny changes create huge effects. Move your spoon a millimeter differently, and you'll get a completely different pattern. Scientists have been banging their heads against this for centuries. The best we can do is make rough guesses using supercomputers. And even then, we're often wrong. On a plane hitting bumpy air, those bumps are turbulence we still can't perfectly predict. Next time someone tells you science has everything figured out, show them a swirling cup of coffee. Number 7. The 52 Hertz whale. Imagine being the only person in the world who speaks your language. You call out, but no one understands you. You try to make friends, but everyone just stares at you like you're speaking alien. That's exactly what's happening to one very lonely whale. Scientists call it the 52 Hertz whale. It's the world's loneliest whale. This whale has been swimming around the Pacific Ocean for decades, calling out in a voice that no other whale can understand. See, most whales sing at frequencies between 10 and 40 hertz, but this guy sings at 52 hertz. It's like everyone else is speaking Spanish, but he's the only one speaking Klingon. Scientists first heard this whale back in 1989. They thought it was some kind of submarine or underwater machinery at first, but nope, it was just this one very unique whale, swimming around and basically talking to himself. This whale follows normal migration patterns, so we know he's trying to hang out with other whales. He's doing everything right. He's in the right places at the right times. But when he calls out, no one answers. Year after year, scientists track this whale swimming alone across the ocean, always singing, always unanswered. We don't even know what kind of whale it is. Some think it might be a blue whale with some kind of voice disorder. Others think it could be a hybrid with parents from different whale species. But nobody knows for sure. This whale has been swimming around longer than some of you have been alive. That's over 30 years of being the only one who speaks his language. Number 6. Strange radio circles. Back in 2019, scientists spotted something that looks like a cosmic smoke ring floating in space. They're called ORCs. ORC stands for Odd Radio Circle, which is basically scientist speak for we have no clue what this is, but it's round. These things are bigger than entire galaxies. If the Milky Way was the size of a pizza, these circles would be like giant hula hoops around it. At first, astronomers thought their telescopes were broken. Perfect circles in space are about as common as finding a perfectly round chicken nugget. But these circles are real, and they're really freaking scientists out. You can only see them with radio telescopes. Look at the same spot with a regular telescope and there's nothing there. It's like having a ghost that only shows up in your selfies but not in your mirror. Scientists have found about 5 of these things so far. They all seem to have galaxies sitting right in their centers, like some cosmic bullseye. Some scientists think these circles might be shock waves from some massive explosion. Others think they might be jets of material being shot out from supermassive black holes. But honestly, nobody really knows. These things might be pretty common in our universe. We might just be too blind to see most of them. Number 5. The Kuiper Belt Cliff. Imagine you're walking along a beach. There's seashells scattered everywhere. Then suddenly nothing. All the shells just stop, like someone drew an invisible line in the sand. That's what's happening at the edge of our solar system. Out past Neptune, there's a massive ring of icy objects called the Kuiper Belt. It's like a cosmic junkyard filled with millions of frozen leftovers from when our solar system formed. At about 48 astronomical units from the sun, that's 48 times the distance between Earth and the sun, everything just stops. Scientists call this the Kuiper Cliff because the number of objects drops off faster than a skydiver without a parachute. Our telescopes are powerful enough to spot objects way beyond this point. They're just not there. Some scientists think there might be a hidden planet out there, its gravity acting like a cosmic snowplow, clearing everything away. Others think a passing star messed things up billions of years ago. Every theory has some major flaw. There's a massive mystery at the edge of our solar system, and nobody knows what's causing it. It's like having a fence around your backyard, but you have no idea who built it or why. Number 4. The Mystery of Anesthesia. You're lying on an operating table, counting backward from 10, 9, 8, and suddenly you're waking up with one less appendix. Every day, doctors put thousands of people into what's basically a temporary coma, but the actual how remains a total mystery. They know which drugs to use and how much to give you, but asking them how anesthesia turns off your consciousness is like asking a toddler how their iPad works. They know which buttons to push, but the deeper mystery is a complete blank. We're regularly shutting down people's consciousness like it's a light switch, but we don't know what the wiring looks like or how the switch connects to the bulb. Scientists have been using anesthesia for over 170 years. That's like using a TV remote for nearly 2 centuries without figuring out what's inside. These drugs don't just make you sleepy. They literally turn off your consciousness, pain awareness, and memory formation all at once. It's like someone hitting a universal pause button on your brain, but nobody knows where this button is or how it works. Some scientists think these drugs might be messing with the quantum mechanics in your brain. Your consciousness might be running on the same weird physics that lets cats be both dead and alive. This happens millions of times a year and works perfectly fine. Modern medicine completely depends on it, and absolutely nobody on Earth fully understands it. Number 3. The disappearing stars. Astronomers compare old photos of the sky to what they see today. Sometimes a star that was there before just isn't there anymore. Over the last 70 years, more than 100 stars have done this. You might think they just burned out, but stars don't switch off like a light bulb. When stars die, they usually go out with a bang. We call it a supernova. These stars, though, are just gone. No explosion, no light show, nothing. Some scientists think these stars might be getting blocked by something really dark. Others suggest they might be turning into black holes without the usual fireworks. And there's the wild theory that maybe advanced aliens are building massive structures around these stars. This isn't supposed to happen. Stars are supposed to take millions or billions of years to die, and we have absolutely no idea why. Number 2. Dark flow. Imagine you're at a mall food court, watching everyone leave after closing time. Most people head to different exits. Now imagine if suddenly everyone, hundreds of people, started moving towards the same exit, like they all got a text about free pizza in the parking lot. That's basically what's happening in space right now. Huge clusters of galaxies, groups containing thousands of galaxies each, are all moving in the same direction, and they're booking it. These galaxy clusters are zooming through space at about 2 million miles per hour. To put that in perspective, that's like going from Earth to the moon in just 7 minutes. Scientists call this mysterious movement dark flow. It's like there's some cosmic magnet pulling everything towards something. Whatever is pulling these galaxies is beyond the observable universe. That's like being pulled towards something outside the walls of your house, but you can't go outside to see what it is. Some scientists think there might be other universes out there, tugging on our galaxies like a kid with a cosmic fishing rod. Others think it might be some kind of structure so massive, it makes our entire observable universe look like a marble in comparison. The craziest part is we might never know what's causing this, because this cosmic pull comes from a place we can literally never see or reach. Number 1. The axis of evil. Imagine you're looking at a map of the entire universe, not just our galaxy, but everything, and you notice something that shouldn't be there, a pattern that makes absolutely no sense. Scientists found this weird alignment in the cosmic microwave background. That's basically the leftover heat from the Big Bang, like the universe's baby photos. The temperature patterns in space are lining up with our solar system. It's like someone drew an arrow on the universe pointing right at us. And according to everything we know about space, we shouldn't be special. If you throw confetti in the air, it lands randomly. But imagine throwing confetti and having it land in a perfect arrow pointing at your nose. That's basically what's happening here, but on a universal scale. Scientists call this the axis of evil because it's evil to their theories. It suggests that maybe we are in a special place in the universe. Some scientists think it's just a coincidence. Others think our equipment might be wrong, but the more we look at it, the more real it seems. It's like finding out your house is at the exact center of your city, and then finding out your city is at the exact center of your country, and then finding out your country is at the exact center of your continent. At some point, you have to wonder if someone planned it that way. This pattern is so bizarre that some scientists think it might be evidence that we're living in a simulation. Because what are the odds that we just happen to be in the exact spot where everything lines up? The entire universe seems to be arranged around our solar system, and the reason is a complete blank. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.